In this lesson, we will discuss how to create a copy of an object in 3ds Max. Let's add a box to our perspective view. Click on the Create tab, Geometry, and click Box. In the perspective view, click and hold down the left mouse button and drag outward to the right. Release the mouse button and push your mouse upward. Then click the left mouse button again. Now let's turn our box into a solid in our other three views. Click into the front view with your left mouse button and press F3. Click into the top view with your left mouse button, press F3. And let's click into the left view with the left mouse button and press F3. Now let's click the Select and Move tool on the toolbar. You will now see the move arrows that represent the X, Y, and Z axis in the different views. So let's say we want to make a copy of our box. We can do that from any one of our views. Let's start with the front view. So take your mouse and click on the box in the front view. And now we want to make a copy of it by dragging it to the right. So place your mouse arrow on the x-axis. Hold down the Shift key on the keyboard. Now hold down the left mouse button on the mouse and drag the box to the right. And you will see that it will create a copy. Release the Shift key and release the left mouse button, and you will be presented with the Clone Options dialog box. Simply click OK. We've now made a copy of the box. But let's say we wanted to make multiple copies. Once again, let's now go to the top view. Click on the box that we just duplicated in the top view, and let's make a copy of it by placing our mouse cursor on the y-axis. Hold down the Shift key and then hold down the left mouse button on your mouse and drag the box upward, and you will see that it will create another box. Release the Shift key and release the mouse button. Notice now that in the Clone Options dialog box we also have an option that says Number of Copies. And let's say we wanted to add 3 more boxes to our collection now. We can simply increase the number of copies. So since we want to add 3 more boxes, we've already created 1, so we need to add 2 more copies. So we increase the number of copies to 2, and when we click OK, you will see that we now have 2 boxes. Now let's say we wanted to create a copy of another object. Let's add a sphere to our scene. So click on Sphere, and let's go into the perspective view, and let's say right here, hold down the Shift key and drag outward, creating a sphere. Now let's click on the Select and Move tool, and let's make 5 copies of the sphere. We can do that from the top view. So let's hold down the Shift key and hold down the left mouse cursor on the x-axis for the sphere, and let's drag it to the left. Release the Shift key and the mouse button, and we will increase the number of copies to 4 to give us 5 spheres. Click OK, and we now have 5 spheres into our scene. Last but not least, we can make copies of multiple objects as well. Let's say we wanted to duplicate the 3 boxes here, and we needed a total of 6 boxes. Well, instead of making copies of each box individually, we can select our 3 boxes here and just make a duplicate. To do that, place your mouse cursor over the top of the 3rd box, hold down your left mouse button and drag it down and across the 3 boxes, just so that all 3 are selected. Notice now I have all 3 boxes selected. Now hold down the Shift key and hold down the left mouse button on the x-axis and drag the boxes to the right. And as you can see, I'm now making a copy of all 3 boxes. Release the Shift key and release the mouse button. And because we only need 1 copy of the 3 to make 6, we'll simply click OK. And that is how you make copies of objects in 3ds Max. Thank you.